I should have found a partner by now. I should have been married by now. I should have had kids by now, but I don't. What does that mean? It's too late to go after what I want. It's too late to go after my dreams. No, it's never too late. It's never too late to go after what we want until we stop breathing. Society can put so much pressure on us to achieve certain things by a certain age, but quite frankly, it's BS. And it's worse now with social media. It's so easy for us to compare our lives with one another. When we see other people who are living their best life at a young age, who've got it all figured out, and then there's us in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and who's still kind of trying to figure life out. It can seem like it's not fair and we've missed the boat and it's too late for us to go after our dreams. Well, let me tell you this. It's never too late to achieve your dreams. Life doesn't stop until we stop breathing. Now, I have felt behind for so long in my life, and I beat myself up for it, for not being where I think I should be. I was living with my parents until the age of 40. I mean, living in the Western world, that would be frowned upon. I mean, I've had friends who have made fun out of me for living with my parents till very late into adulthood, and also work colleagues who just thought that it was insane, but they didn't understand that culturally. Coming from an Asian background, it was very normal in my culture to live in a family setting usually until a woman gets married. However, that didn't happen. So eventually I realized that, okay, well, I need to move out because this marriage thing is not happening. When I finally moved out, I found myself in a way, and I realized that there was so much I wanted to do, and I kept beating myself up that it's too late, you know, and the time has gone. Then I had to realize that where is this comparison coming from? What is it late for? We first need to realize who set these parameters of what we should achieve by when. It was set by society. We set it. We are taught to be achieving something by certain age and certain milestones, whether that's getting married and having children, or having a job and earning a certain amount. We set it as a society, and society just is obsessed with just staying young forever and achieving everything whilst you're young. But in reality, it doesn't work like that. The fact that you should have it all figured out by 18 or 19 and know what you're supposed to do, I mean, I think it's a very few people who really know what they want to do by the age of 18, 19. Life is a journey of experiences of many different things, and then it takes time for us to really know what it is that we really want. So that's why we shouldn't put pressure on us that we need to achieve something by a certain age. Imagine if everyone was exactly the same and achieving everything at the same age. I mean, how dull and boring of a world would that be? So the beauty of life is the fact that we are all different. We cannot compare ourselves to other people and measure ourselves to other people's success and their age. This is impossible because we all have different experiences, and people peak at different times in their life, and some people do it when they're young, and some people peak and flourish when they're older. And the fact that if we feel like it's too late for us is just not true. I mean, yes, if you want to be an Olympic athlete, for example, and you're over 60, maybe the chances of that is very slim unless you're a superhuman. But in general, when it's other things like, for example, learning a new skill, learning a new language, we often hear people saying, oh, you know, it's so much better to learn a new language when we're young. Yes, maybe, we do tend to learn quicker when we're young, but it shouldn't stop us from continuing to learn and to grow as we get older. We need to remember that after we achieve our goals, life doesn't just stop. We keep carrying on, and often we can put our goals on a pedestal and we think that after we've achieved this one thing, that's it, our life's just going to turn around and be amazing. But I'm sure you can relate that once we achieve a goal, we're happy for a period of time, but then we start thinking, okay, right, what next? A lot of us can feel like that, and then we want to move to the next thing. So my point being is, it's never too late to achieve what you want. It's always the journey of, it's not the destination, it's the journey. I know we've heard this so many times, but I think we all have goals that we want to meet, and yes, we need them so that we have a direction of which way we want to go, but also to remember and to be mindful that it doesn't end there. Once we reach that goal, there'll always be something else. The goalpost would be moved to the next thing. So which means that it's the journey, and that journey doesn't end. It's the journey of life. And so that means that it's never too late for us to go after what we want, to go after our dreams. I remember in my 30s, I used to think that I was so old and I was behind. I didn't have a partner then, and time is ticking, I haven't had a baby, etc., etc. And now I think, if I keep thinking that I'm too old, and I'm 42 now, I'm going to really regret it when I'm 52, looking back at my 40s and not making the most of this time. I think we can all look at it like this, whatever age you are, even if you're in your 60s or 70s or your 30s, we always think that it's too late, whatever age we are, but we may look back in 10 years' time and regret not taking the opportunities that we have right now. I was listening to a podcast with Rick Rubin. He's a famous musician and a creative artist, and he's in his 60s, and I love listening to him. He's so inspirational. I could listen to him all day about creativity and how that links to life and living. And I believe that I love listening to him now, and that he's so inspirational. It's because of his life experiences that he's had throughout his years. And it's almost like, for me, it's like he's at his peak now. He's created a book, for example, that he spent 7 years around that time to make. And his book is a huge hit. It's called The Creative Act. People are doing amazing stuff in their 60s, 70s and beyond. We shouldn't let age stop us from going after what we want to. From someone who is 42 years old, I have still so much ambition and so many things that I want to do, and I have beaten myself up so many times. Like, oh, it's too late to do this, oh, I'm too old to do that, oh, I don't look good enough now, there's someone younger who's doing it, blah, 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 blah. No, that needs to stop. That we really need to remember the fact that life doesn't stop. We can be peaking we are all on our own individual journey, and our time to peak, it's different for everyone, and our time will come. Your time will come. So long as we are doing what we want to and going after our dreams, taking action, and not having limiting belief, the fact that our age is going to stop us from our dreams, I think we will get there. So I hope this video encourages you to go after your dreams, to do what you want. Please do not let age hold you back and feel like just because you are a late bloomer that it should stop you from going after what you want, because we don't know what's around the corner. You know, everything can change so quickly. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you're also a late bloomer or if you feel like you're behind in life. I would love to hear from you. I hope you're all doing really well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.